Hey, welcome back to Basement Backgammon. In this episode, we're going to be looking at problem 42 in Bill Robertie's 501 Essential Backgammon Problem Series. This problem is a little devilish. We have what's still considered an opening. You can see that red, our color, hasn't made any points inside, and white's made a couple of points inside. He's got a blot on 5, and he's got a blot in our home board at 4. We have a checker that's run out to the 9 point. And that's pretty much where we're at. And we have now rolled a 3-2. We can't hit the checker we want to hit over here. We could, in theory, hit this checker. We could safety. We could move up. There's a couple things we can do here. So the question is, what do we do with the 3-2? I'm going to give you 10 seconds to look this over and decide before we give the answer of Robertie. Pause the video if you need more time. Okay, and we're back. Robertie's answer is the ultra aggressive 6-4 hit, 13-10 down with the 3. Look at all these blots that are out on the board. We have nothing guarding inside, and yet Robertie still says to hit and go for it. Let's hear his reasoning why. He says, a blot in your opponent's board, that means this blot here, is a sign you can play more aggressively. If you get hit, your opponent will probably not cover his blot at the same time, so you'll have a chance to re-enter with a hit. Here, black should make a big play. 6-4 hit, 13-10. So 6-4 hit, 13-10. Hitting fights for the important 4 point, while 13-10 unstacks and gives red, some good 6s in return. So there's a 6 here that covers. There's a 6 that moves here, and there's a 6 that covers this one. So there's a bunch of good 6s here that you can play. White's only good numbers are 4s and 3s, so other combinations leave him without much to do. Play strong when the other guy has weaknesses. So what are we talking about, 4s and 3s? So white can come in on the 4, that's a good number for him, and after he comes in and misses, any 3 hits and 3 covers. So those are his good numbers, also 4 hits over there. So we're duplicating the 4s and 3s needed to hit. 4 here and 4 here to hit, and 3 to cover, or 3 to hit if black comes in. So if he rolls some combinations of 6s, 1s, 2s, and 5s, there's not much else he can do, and we're fairly safe. So this seems to be the right play. I got to tell you, I would not have found this over the board. I would have played something more conservative. I might have hit, given the blot, but I don't think I would have found 13-10 down. I would have safetied and then hit. However, of course, as always, Robertie kind of makes sense when he writes, but let's see what XG has to say about it in just a moment. And we're back with XG's analysis of this problem. Black to play a 3-2. Robertie's answer was to hit with the 2 for 6-4 and play 13-10 down. Now let's see what XG has to say about it on XG++. And sure enough, not sure enough, but interestingly, I should say, XG disagrees with Robertie. Now, this is not the first time XG and Robertie have disagreed, but XG says absolutely safety that back checker from 16 to 13 and hit. Hitting is a non-negotiable, have to hit. But 16 to 13 is the proper play. Let's see what the table has to say. It is not a huge variation. You're talking about a 2% variation for this particular problem. So it's a minor difference, but the preferred play is 16-13, 6-4 hit, and I've done all variations of match play, and it's the same thing. So this is one of those situations. The pip count, by the way, because someone wants to know, is we are at 170. I'm sorry, the white is at 170 because of their back checker. They have 3 checkers in the back, and we're at 159, just so you know. So take this one to heart, playing it safe in this particular case, and then hitting is the proper play. I'll be back with another video in just one more day. Like and subscribe, please. We just hit 250 subscribers. I'm very excited about that as I'm taping this. And now we're going to try to go for 500. We're giving away a dice box with 4 precision dice for our 500th subscriber. Not the 500th subscriber, but a random subscriber after we've hit 500. So please like and subscribe, hit the notification bell for new videos, one a day until we've done all of these problems. Thanks for watching.